Hey guys, ITFC 101 here yet again, bringing you episode number 21 of my Football Manager 2011 complete Ipswich Town playthrough. In this episode, Ipswich will be playing away at Barnsley. Barnsley is a place I've never been to, so I'm looking forward to going there this season. They're always around mid-table, well, in the lower echelons of the table in real life, and they're one of my favourites for relegation this year. They had a good manager the last couple of years, Mark Robbins, who did a really good job of stabilising them. He brought in some good players like Adam Hamill, who has now left for Wolves in January, and they've brought in a really risky manager in Keith Hill. Yes, he did a great job at Rochdale. He's got them up to League One and then got near the playoffs in his first season in League One. But this is a whole different league. The Championship is a step up. So I don't know how that's going to work for Barnsley. I think they're gonna be in trouble this season. At the minute, my bottom three for the Championship is Doncaster, Barnsley, and Watford. That's what I'm thinking, because Watford again, they also went for an untried manager in Sean Dykes, his first managerial job. Yes, he knows the club from being assistant manager, but he doesn't have the managerial experience. But this risk may be worth taking. Who knows? But they're my bottom three for the Championship so far. In the previous episode, I said I'm not going to mention Ipswich, so I'm not going to mention them, except for this. We have signed Lee Bowyer on a 1-year deal, so I'm really happy with that signing. He'll add steel and experience and strength and hopefully some goals to the midfield. And on a free transfer, I think it's an absolute bargain. Probably the best signing we've made so far this summer, except maybe Chopra, because we do need goals. But Jules says we've made two bids for two more players, and he's waiting to hear from him. As an absolute cracker free kick gets the bar from Jimmy Bullard, unbelievable. But yeah, so that's it for Ipswich on this episode. So in other news, the Luka Modric saga is continuing. There's been this whole thing about gentlemanly promises and all that, about if Daniel Levy said to Modric, if they get an offer acceptable, they will take it. Apparently they didn't say this, and it's just getting all out of hand. I can't see this ending in no other way than Modric leaving, because there's no way he's going to be happy playing for them, as Barnsley score an absolute cracker. So nothing you can do about that. 30 yards, got to take it on the chin. No mistakes there. Can't do anything about it. But yeah, Luke Modric. I think the only way this is going to be solved is that he will leave the club. I'm sure Chelsea. Apparently, they come back later tonight and recording this on July 11th. Apparently, they're going to come in with a new bid. So if that is the case, I can't see him being at Tottenham this season. Even if he is, he won't be happy playing in his formal dip. So I can't see him staying. So if Chelsea can sign him, that'll be great news for them, because Michael Essien is out for 6 months. I'm a huge fan of Essien. He's an absolutely tank in the centre of the midfield. He's got a great shot on him. He's got a great work ethic, and he's brilliant in a tackle. So losing him for 6 months or 8 months, whatever it is, that's going to be a huge blow. So if Chelsea can get Luka Modric in to replace him, that'd be brilliant for them. Also, they're talking about Raul Moutinho from Porto for 30 million. I've never seen him play live. He's famous in the Football Manager series. He always a player that you can get relatively cheap from Porto, and he always does the business. When I used to do like Manchester City saves in Football Manager 2010, he was the linchpin to every side, because he's just so cheap. And even though you do have a lot of money, you can't really get a much better player than him for the money that you pay. So Chelsea it's an important time. They need to replace Essien. I don't think they've got an internal replacement already set. I know they've got Josh McEachran coming through, but I'm not sure he's ready for that kind of football. If he is, then he's a bright talent for English football. I mean, in the centre midfield, we've got some good players coming through. We've got McEachran, we've got Wilshere, we've got Jordan Henderson. So that's three class centre midfielders there, all 20 or younger. So I'm definitely thinking the future's bright for the English midfield. So that's really good news. But I'm just trying to think what the other main news was. I can't think of the main. Oh yeah, Arsenal have signed Jovino. I'm not really sure about the fee. I don't know if they announced it, but I really don't know it. Of course, Arsenal is a big summer for them. I said in a previous episode I can't see Arsenal being anywhere near the title this season, and I stand by that. Yes, the strikers are a step in the right direction, but when you see Man City are trying to sell someone twice the talent of what that Arsenal are trying to buy, so I really can't see Arsenal being anywhere. I'm sure they're going to lose Fabregas and Nasri. They can't risk losing Nasri on a free in the summer they need to really accept an offer now so they can get some money for him. I'd like to see him go to Manchester United. I think he could fit in well with the system, although it would bottom, but it depends who Alex Ferguson is willing to drop, because of course he's got his influx of wingers. He's got Nani, he's got Valencia, he's got Park, he's got Ashley Young, and so he's going to play at least two of them. Rooney's a dead cert, of course. If he plays in the hole or as a striker, it depends. If he plays in the hole, that means Hernandez is going to be alone up front. If he plays with two up front, he could play Rooney and Hernandez, and then maybe Nasri isn't an attacking option with one of either Carrick or Fletcher in the diamond, with like Nani or Valencia or Ashley Young on the wings, so to play like a 4-4-2 diamond. I think Nasri works well when he's when he's behind the two strikers or the one striker in any case. So I think that's the position they need to play. Arsenal have, I think, made the mistake of playing him wide. I definitely think that isn't the place you want to play him. You want to play him central so he can get the ball and then let him do what he does best, because he is on the ball. He is one of the best in the world. His skill is absolutely phenomenal. So if Arsenal were to lose him, that would be a huge blow for them, and especially with Fabregas going as well, it means that they, well, maybe Fabregas going. It's not certain yet, but I expect him to go. When they go, they're going to have a really inexperienced midfield, and that it's going to be so hard to replace them two players, because them two players are some of the best in the division. So I definitely think Arsenal aren't going to be in the title race this season. If they qualify, it's going to be tough for them to qualify the Championship. For the Champions League, I don't think they're going to get relegated, don't worry. But yeah, Liverpool's also trying to sign Charlie Adam for £6.5 million from Blackpool. I'm quite surprised Tottenham didn't come back in for him, because in January it was Tottenham who Charlie Adam was rumoured to be close to moving to. So I'm really surprised they didn't come in with a bid late to try and nab him from Liverpool, but he's gone to Liverpool. He is a quality player, Charlie Adam, one of the best passers of the ball I've seen in many years. He nearly kept Blackpool up single-handedly. I mean, it was, people say about Taylor Fletcher, DJ Campbell, David Vaughan. I think Charlie Adam single-handedly gave them the platform that they needed to go and attack and score goals. Blackpool was a breath of fresh air to the Premiership this season. Their attacking displays were inspirational, to say the least. Normally teams who are promoted, they just sit back, defend, try and get draws. But Blackpool weren't like that. They attacked, and they scored 55 goals, as you see, an absolute perler from Jimmy Bullard on the top corner to put us 2-1 up. So great goal there by Jimmy. So yeah, what was I talking about? Was it Charlie Adam? Yeah. So Blackpool, they scored 55 goals, which is a record for a relegated side, which is a huge bonus to them, although I'm not sure they're going to be high up in the Championship this season. They've lost Charlie Adam, they've lost David Vaughan, they're going to lose DJ Campbell. They've made a good signing in Kevin Phillips. That is someone I would have liked Ipswich to have gone after, because he's a goal scorer. He will score goals wherever he goes. He was still scoring goals for Birmingham last season. So I think that's a good signing for Blackpool, but they've lost so many of their stars. I think it's going to be a difficult season for Blackpool. They still, even though been in the Premiership, they still haven't got the financial freedom that a lot of the other Championship clubs have. So I don't predict them to go straight back up. On the other two Premiership clubs, Birmingham, they're selling pretty much all their players. They've lost Bowyer, they've lost what's his name, Barry Ferguson. They've lost Zigic, I think he's gone. They're going to lose Jerome. They're going to lose Johnson. I'd be highly surprised if Ben Foster stays, because he is too good for the Championship. So I think Birmingham will be up there, because they've got a couple of signings in place already. They've signed Marlon King. They've signed Stephen Caldwell from Wigan. So they're getting the players in to replace the players that are leaving, but I don't think they're going to be ready straight away for this. If they are, then my bad. But I think they'll definitely be around the top 5 or 6, but not automatic. West Ham, I think, of the relegated side, even though they did have the worst season in the Premier League, I think they're going to be in the best shape for going straight back up. I think Big Sam's a good manager. He knows the Championship inside out. He got Bolton out of there. He spent a lot of time with Bolton in that division, and he knows it. He's managed to keep a lot of the players, although I'm not sure. I'm sure there'll be some movement. Apparently, Carlton Cole's going to go to Stoke. I haven't heard anything about Scott Parker, but they're going to keep players like Mark Noble. So players like that will really help them. They've got some good young players coming through as well. Of course, West Ham's got a famed academy, one of the most famous in the world, pretty much, for producing youth with people like Rio Ferdinand, Joe Cole, Frank Lampard, Jermaine Defoe. I've probably missed someone really obvious coming out of there, Frank Lampard. But yeah, so that's the end of this episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed the lack of Ipswich discussing. Final score: Barnsley 1, Ipswich Town 2. Continuing our good run of form, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Later, guys.